There's a specific kind of leader people would follow off a cliff. You've met one. Maybe you've worked for one. The room changes when they walk in. They remember your kid's name. When they talk about the mission, you feel it in your chest. And here's the uncomfortable part. That exact feeling, that warmth, that pull, is the single most reliable early warning sign that something is about to go very wrong. This is the charisma trap. Let's decode it. First, let's kill a myth. We treat charisma like it's magic, something you either have or you don't. It isn't. Charisma is a set of signals, and your brain is hardwired to read them. Psychologists break it into two dials. Warmth. Do I feel like this person is on my side? And competence. Do I believe this person can actually deliver? Turn both dials to maximum, and you get the person everyone wants to follow. Warm enough to trust, competent enough to believe. That's the whole trick. The problem is that your brain evaluates those signals in about 1/10 of a second, long before it has any evidence. You decide someone is a great leader based on how they make you feel in the first few seconds. And then you spend months collecting reasons to justify a decision you already made. Which means charisma isn't a measure of whether someone is good. It's a measure of whether they're good at sending signals. And those two things are not the same thing at all. Now here's where it gets interesting, because the same traits that make a charismatic leader magnetic are the ones that make them dangerous. Not sometimes, structurally. Consider a certain wellness figure. I won't name them. You're already picturing 3 of them. The pattern is always the same, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Stage 1, the vision. They offer a story bigger than you. Not a product, a purpose. You're part of something that matters. Stage 2, the intimacy. They make enormous groups of people feel personally seen. This is a real skill, and the best of them genuinely feel the connection in the moment. That's what makes it work. Stage 3, the exception. Slowly, the rules start applying to everyone, except them. Questions that used to be welcome become disloyalty. And because you're emotionally invested, you explain it away. They're under pressure. They've earned some latitude. Who am I to question the vision? Stage 4, the collapse. By the time the cracks are undeniable, the cost of admitting you were wrong is too high. So people don't. They defend the leader harder. That's the trap snapping shut. The more charismatic the leader, the longer people keep following after the evidence turns. This isn't a story about a few bad apples. It's the story of a courtroom full of former true believers, every single time saying the same sentence. I don't know how I didn't see it. So why are we so bad at this? Why do smart, skeptical people walk straight into it? Because following confident people used to keep us alive. For most of history, in a genuine crisis, the person who acted certain while everyone else panicked was often the person worth following. So we evolved a shortcut. Confidence reads as competence. The catch is that the shortcut can't tell the difference between earned confidence and performed confidence. Someone who's genuinely capable and someone who simply feels certain. Send your brain nearly identical signals. Add the halo effect. Once we decide someone is impressive in one way, we assume they're impressive in all ways. The charismatic speaker must also be honest, wise, ethical. Your brain fills in the blanks with flattering guesses, and the leader never has to earn any of it. Put those together, and you get a species that is exquisitely easy to lead and not remotely careful about who's doing the leading. Now, This is the channel. So let's be honest about the other edge of this blade. Everything I just described, you can use it. Warmth, vision, making people feel seen. These are real leadership skills. The good leaders use them too. The difference isn't the tools. It's what happens at stage 3. A real leader keeps the exception off. They stay questionable. They build systems that can survive them being wrong, instead of a following that can't survive them being doubted. Same charisma, opposite structure. So here's what you do with this. 2 things. When you're following, trust the pattern, not the feeling. When a leader becomes unquestionable, that's not greatness. That's stage 3, and you're in it. When you're leading, the goal isn't to be less charismatic, it's to be charismatic and stay accountable. That combination is rare, it's difficult, and it's the entire subject of this channel. The leaders we love most are the ones best at making us feel. That's not a reason to distrust every charismatic person you meet. It's a reason to know which stage you're in. Decode power before it decodes you. Thank you for watching until the end. Please consider leaving a like, comment, and subscribe.